Salutations, viewers. Welcome to BookExpo America 2015. I am Charles from Full Coverage Writers again, coming to you with the real A-Rod, not the imitation.
The real A-Rod, that's right.
Yep.
A-Rod Womack.
I was hoping to talk to you today about your new book,
Redwood. Right, absolutely.
What exactly is Redwood all about?
Wow, Redwood is a fascinating story. Let me tell you something. It's a nonfiction. It's a true story about a restaurant that was in Baltimore, Maryland. It's no longer there, but it was in Baltimore. It was very popular and very successful for a number of years. Okay, so one of the things that made it so popular, Will Smith did his engagement party there. Gene Hackman had parties there. Tyra Banks used to come through. So many celebrities used to come through. But besides all that, we find out one day when the FBI rolls in that our head cook was a serial killer.
What?
True story. Head cook was a serial killer. And guess what? The roller coaster ride doesn't stop there. It gets even more interesting at the end of the story. I don't want to give it away, but it does get more interesting at the end. It's an amazing story. So I talk about relationships. I talk about the drama. It's got a little bit of something, mystery, intrigue. It's got a little bit of something for everybody. And just in case they want to know more about it or get the excerpt, www.redwoodthebook.com is where they can check out an excerpt for free.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
What inspired you to write this story?
Well, because it was so surreal. It was like all of my friends who were around me, because I own the Redwood Grill. I own the restaurant that the story is about, okay? And a lot of my friends are like, man, everything you went through, it's a book, it's a movie. By the way, we're working on a movie deal. We're working on a movie deal. Yeah, we are. So, but yeah, it was just such a compelling story, and it's got a little bit of something for everybody. If you're an aspiring entrepreneur, you need to see what I went through with my partners when I first, bought that business, and the struggles we went through running a restaurant that we didn't know anything about that business.
Restaurants are not easy.
It's not easy. So there's a little bit of something for everybody in Redwood. There really is. You get a lot out of that book, especially, like I said, if you're a young aspiring entrepreneur or a young restaurateur, you got to get Redwood. You got to see what we were able to accomplish. How come we had lines around the corner, people waited an hour to have dinner at the Redwood Grill sometimes.
So you were the owner of the Redwood Grill. How long did you own it for?
Almost 4 years. I was one of the owners.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I had partners, yeah. But it was almost 4 years. It was a successful 4-year run. But we got out because, like I said, the story got so strange and crazy. And it's not all bad. It's not a morbid story. It's not macabre. It's one of those stories that you laugh one minute and the next minute you're crying. I mean, and so you're going to have takeaways. You're going to get life lessons from it. But you're also going to be totally intrigued. What most people say, now Redwood's 440 pages, right? Most people say they can't put it down. 3 days, they're done. So that's pretty good for 440 pages.
That's very good.
Absolutely.
So while you were putting all this together, are there any memorable moments from outlining it to actually finishing it and publishing it? Or
yeah, that's a good question. I think there's lots of them, as a matter of fact. And some of them are better than others. While I was writing this book, it took me over 6 years to get it done because I wasn't writing full time. The manuscript was stolen from a laptop. So I had a laptop in my car. It was broken into. They stole the laptop. The entire manuscript got stolen.
Oh.
Another computer I was working on froze up. Could not get the manuscript off of it another time. So I had to start over 2 times before I got the book finished. But I persisted, and that's what it's all about. It's all about being persistent, because you're going to have things that are going to challenge you, but you just got to make the determination that you're not going to stop. And that's what I did. I just kept going until we got it finished. At the night I finished my last word, I'll never forget, I just laid in bed and just a tear just like came down my face. I'm like, I'm done. My manuscript is done. So yeah.
The end has come.
The end has come. And then you realize that the end is just the beginning.
Yep.
Because this is where the work begins, right here, man. Yep. Definitely.
Very cool.
Yeah.
What has it been like going around with Waldorf Publishing and promoting and selling your book?
Well, Waldorf is a great publishing company, and they've got a lot of amazing artists. You can see all of the great books that they have out and all of the great authors that are writing for Waldorf. So I'm happy, and I'm proud to be a part of Waldorf. It's a great opportunity.
Great.
Yeah.
And for our viewers and listeners out there, where can they find your book?
They can
get a
find the
copy?
book pretty much everywhere. We're in Barnes & Noble. Actually, Barnes & Noble's just expanded it to 25 more stores in the
Nice.
Baltimore, Washington area. Even if you go to any Barnes & Noble in the country and you ask for the book, they'll send it right out to you. So you can get it there. You can get it Amazon. It's Kindle. It's on Nook. It's an electronic version. We also have the audio version is out. The book is pretty much everywhere.
Nice.
Yeah, and don't forget the website, www.redwoodthebook.com. You can check out an excerpt. You can read more about it. Check out the synopsis to get the story better than where I told it. You can read it on the website.
And you mentioned before we started that you were going to do some actual book signings in person in the near
Yeah,
future.
I've had quite a few in different parts of the country, but my next 2 book signings are set up in Atlanta, Georgia on June the 6th and June the 7th. The 6th is the Hammond House. It's a museum in Atlanta.
Oh, that's a fantastic place.
Oh yeah, the Hammond House. And
Yep.
then on the 7th, it's the DC Public Library on the 7th. You can go to my website and get any further details at www.redwoodthebook.com.
Great. Fantastic.
Definitely.
Thank you for giving us the time and to talk about your book. We
Man,
really
thank
appreciate
you so
it.
much. I appreciate you.
I look forward to reading it.
Yeah, well, it's a great read. Great read.
Thank you very much.
Good, thank you.